happiness is boring sometimes. Sadness makes happiness more interesting. Hey, what's up? This is Ckay. I'm an afrobeat artist from Nigeria, and this is CSTAR. My baby, my Valentine. It's been a very thrilling experience performing it around the world to fans. You know, I'm sleeping less, I'm traveling a lot more, I'm spending a lot of time on flights and immigration and security. But yeah, it's been crazy, you know, it's been lots of work. But it's been very rewarding for me because this is always what I wanted, to make music and have the world listen to it and perform around the world, and that's happening right now. So it's been a crazy change. I would say it did a little bit, you know, maybe the vibes and the energy of the place. It's crazy though, because the music I make, the language I speak, Igbo, is not spoken in Kaduna. You know, a different language called Hausa is spoken there, and the music from there is very different from my traditional music. But however, I feel like, yeah, maybe the environment influenced me a little bit, because it gave me an ear for, you know, Islamic music, because there's a way Islamic music is, the Arabic scale and all that stuff. Me hearing prayer calls from mosques every single day, you know, I guess that may have contributed something to my sound. It's traditional African music in modern formats. That's the easiest way I can describe it. You know, there's lots of fusions. Modern musicians, we like to fuse that traditional sound with different vibes, like influences from jazz, R&B, pop, whatever it is, but the bass is still the traditional African music. The rhythm is the traditional rhythm. So yeah, in a few words, that's how I would describe Afrobeats. I think right now what's happening is Afrobeats is transcending what it used to be. Like, it used to be a Nigerian thing, like our thing, but now it's like a global thing. It's everybody's thing. Everybody wants to dance our dance. Everybody wants to sing the songs, and it's great, because I think the world deserves to hear great music. You know, even if I wasn't Nigerian, I would like Afrobeats because it's great music. You know, so I think right now people are just catching on to Afrobeats, and everybody's discovering it in a much, you know, at a much faster rate than before, because of the internet, because of social media, because of, you know, and also I feel the genre itself has evolved as well over time to a more globally consumable format. You know, I think that's also what's happening. So it's a combination of things, and I think it's really exciting. I think everyone who is making music right now and doing great stuff is, you know, they're doing a great job. And there's lots of more musicians from Nigeria coming as well who make great music too. And in a short time, I feel everyone is going to, you know, discover their music. I see music as art, you know, in a world where people see it as a product. I still see it as art, and I make music when I experience stuff. It's like writing a diary. I write my music instead of writing a diary. So I'm talking about stuff that actually happened to me. So that's what inspires me, you know? Basically it was our teams that made that happen. And we literally just got in the studio in Paris and we recorded the song literally. That was a couple months ago. And yeah, it's a really great song. And I'm excited to be a part of the project. Because I think it's the most accurate way of describing the album, the narrative and the sound of the album. It's a series of stories. Basically, every song is a story, or every song is a point in time in my relationships or love life in general. So the totality of it is a sad romance because it wasn't happiness all through. It was lots of sadness in it, but it was also what kept it intriguing. I feel like happiness is boring sometimes. Sadness makes happiness more interesting.
Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bags can make you shake it for Ghana. Here dancing for me, baby pan. Come and give me show.
You can expect great music, lots of more emo Afro beats. For me, I like to innovate the genre. Every time I make music, I like to try new things, new sounds, because I feel like if I make music that sounds like what everyone makes, the genre will be stagnant. It's not going to move forward and people will get tired of listening to the same stuff. So every time I make a song, I try to do something different. I try to make it sound different. I try to, basically push boundaries as well. But at the same time, I try to also express myself. I try to make sure that I get my points across. I also try to make sure that the emotions I felt when I made the song, the listener feels those same emotions, which to me is the most important thing. So on my album, you can expect a lot of emotions as well. There's 12 songs on the album. Each song is very, very special and each song tells a story. Each song leads to the next song. Like, the album is arranged in chronological order, basically. The beginning of the relationship and the end of the relationship in the middle, Yeah, sonically as well, I think it's a very accurate representation of everything that actually happened in the relationship, sonically as well. Apart from lyrically, I feel like sonically it captures those emotions. Yeah, I worked with a few really good producers as well on it, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from the US, from the UK, and from France as well. They were all talented and they all brought the magic and they all killed it. Yeah, it's a really beautiful song. We recorded it in Paris as well. I think Ronisia is an amazing artist, great voice, great energy as well. Yeah, it's really, really special song and it's on my album. If I chose you, I the mental, I the You know what's crazy? It wasn't even necessarily planned. Like, for me, when I make music with people, it's all about vibes and energy. Like, first of all, does the song need the person? Will the person sound good on the song, first of all? Second of all, do me and the person have a good chemistry and a good vibe? So I didn't really plan that, I need one song French per se, but it just organically happened and it was great and it got on the album, basically. Every single person I collaborated with on the album was organic and based on the fact that the music sounded good with them on it. It wasn't necessarily about strategy or anything. It was just from a place of me creating great music. Je vous adore.